Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Learning Redefined.SG. This is the place where we discuss everything and anything related to technology in education, where we look at redefining the learning experiences of our students. Today's episode is entitled SAMR, and in this episode I'll be explaining the SAMR model that was developed by Dr. Ruben Puentedura. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but so he developed this model where to guide us in and allow us to see the role of technology in education. Alright, so without further ado, let's go straight into the model itself. And SAMR model is basically an acronym for four things: S for substitution, A for augmentation, M for modification, and R for redefinition. And this is actually where I got the name Learning Redefined.SG from, because it is really my hope that I can redefine the learning experiences of my students using technology. So I'll go into each in greater detail so that we can understand what each level means. Now let's look at a writing experience. Okay, so without technology, it will just the task is to write a story, and this is something that our students do all the time. And if we look at substitution, how can technology come in to substitute this learning experience? Now, in substitution level, there is no functional change to the activity. They are still writing a story. But instead of writing a story, we will use Microsoft Word or Google Docs or whatever to type a story. So there is it's still essentially the same task, but instead of writing, they are now typing it. So that is that first level where we use technology to substitute the learning experience. Now let's move on. When we move on to augmentation, this is where there are functional improvements to the task itself. So instead of just typing out the story, we can add images to enhance the whole experience for the reader. Okay, and also as students create, they need to think, what kind of image do I need that will complement my story? So that it's that next level that they need to look at, and also to search for images and to put it nicely in a format that is readable. So these are some things that we can do at the next level. So instead of just typing out the story, they are going to add an image to it. So that's augmentation. Now the task is still fundamentally the same. The task is still writing a story. So the learning outcome, the task, does not change. Now when we move on to the next level, this is the third level where we call modification. Now in this stage, this is where we really start to enhance the learning, where we start to transform the learning a little bit. Okay, and in this level, in modification level, the task will change a little bit. Okay, there is a certain redesign of the task, because now they are not just writing a story. We can use things like Google Docs to do collaborative editing, to do things like peer review. Okay, so it's not just simply writing a story, but now they have to move on to the next level. And in a certain extent, it involves a much more high order thinking, where they need to really look at their friends' work, they need to collaborate, they need to give comments, they need to give feedback. Okay, so this is where we really start to change the way our students are learning with technology. And finally, the last level, which is the aim of what we should be looking at, that is the redefinition model, where the task is now previously inconceivable without technology. Without technology, this task can never be possible. And that is the power and that is the role of technology that we have today. So instead of just writing a story, now we get them to blog. And when they blog, it's not just to share amongst the class, but blogging opens up the world and opens up the audience to a more global scale, a wider audience, a more authentic audience. So instead of just writing a story and then just pinning it up on my fridge or just filing it in, now I'm sharing my story with the world. I'm getting comments, I'm getting feedback from audiences that I have no idea who they are, I've never seen them before. And so without technology, without the whole world of the internet, this task can never be possible. And you may ask, what is the purpose? Well, the purpose is to give kids that sense of ownership that I am writing not just for to file it in or for an exam, I'm writing to share my story, to give them that voice, which is so important in today's world, that they need to be confident, they need to be able to communicate effectively. And these are what we are looking out for in today's world. So there are some questions that you can start asking yourself at each level. Now, at the substitution level, you can ask, what will I gain by replacing the older technology with the new technology? Now, pencil and paper is a technology, but it's an old technology. So what can I gain by substituting it with the new technology that I have? Augmentation, how does the new technology improve the process? How does it make it better? How does it make it easier? Modification, how will the original task be modified? Giving that new technology, how can I modify this task to make it more meaningful, to make it more engaging? And finally, at the redefinition level, we are asking, how is the new task uniquely made possible? Where previously, without technology, without internet, this task can never be possible. So there are many things, and not just in English, but math, science, every subject, we can always think of a way that we can redefine the way our kids learn using technology. And that is my challenge for you. If you have not already started using technology in your lessons, I hope that you can start. Start at the lowest level. Now, the SAMR model is in essence a ladder. It's a step-by-step process where we all start at a substitution level. It's not wrong, and certain tasks you can only be at substitution level. But we should not be our entire curriculum, our entire pedagogy, our entire way of teaching should not stop at the substitution level. We should move up, and eventually we should start to be at the redefinition level. So my challenge to you is start small, start at substituting, but eventually I hope that you will work your way up to redefining the way your pupils learn in class. And I hope that you will comment and share. Please share with me how have you been redefining your learning. You can share with me either via Twitter. I can be found at enoch_ng. Leave a comment in my blog, enochng.wordpress.com. Or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a comment at my YouTube channel, in my YouTube channel itself. Alright? So I hope you had fun. Until next time, see you.